So my prediction video goes as such. You guys ever go to Vegas and you guys look at the roulette wheel and it's either all red or all black? You see like 5 or 6 in a row, and and you say, "Man, it's gonna hit the other color eventually, right?" I'm the guy that when I see 5 or 6 red in a row, I'll put $25 or $50 on red again. I'm not the guy that goes against the streak. It's kind of like, I'll give you guys a few examples, like the New England Patriots. At about week 7, you guys like they're gonna lose eventually, right? So you bet against them in week 8. You bet against them in week 9. You bet against them in week 10. Or like the Carolina Panthers. That's a much easier example because they're not as great as a football team as the New England Patriots. You say, Cam Newton's not that good. I'm gonna bet against him in week 7, week 8, week 9, week 10, and it doesn't work out for you. And the greatest example, since this is a boxing video, is Floyd's last press conference this past September against Andre Berto. He said something that he said, if you guys would have bet with me all 49 times, you guys will be rich too. And that's where I am with this fight. I know the measurables. I know Klitschko looked bad in April, or looked like Father Time is at his doorstep, have yet to knock on his door. But I'm not betting against Klitschko. I mean, when you know how to win and you find ways to win, you just win. Kind of like the Carolina Panthers. They have no wide receivers. They have a marginal running game, but they probably have arguably a top 5 athlete, I would say, in damn near all the sports, Cam Newton. So they just put everything in his hands. And since this is an individual sport and Klitschko hasn't lost since I can remember, I go with Klitschko. I don't go against streaks. I don't walk in the casino and look for 10 black numbers in a row and bet on red. I'm the guy that's going to take them 10 wins in a row and then take my 1 loss and leave that roulette wheel. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just that's just where I'm at with this. I expect Tyson Fury to be ultra aggressive, and I wish there was if there was an overhead mic in this fight, or if we can get that audio, that would be awesome. That would be worth it. To listen to Tyson Fury talk to Klitschko in the ring, because he really believes he can beat him. And he comes off as a bipolar, tripolar, quadpolar type of personality. But I know there's measurables, and you guys want some detailed reasons why I'm picking Klitschko. It's just really simple. I don't go against streaks. Klitschko find ways to win. I know a lot of Americans bet on Brian Jennings because they thought that he was going to win, and Klitschko. No, I don't do that. I think Klitschko is going to win. He'll find a way to win. Whether he gets knocked down 3 or 4 times, he's going to get up and find a way to win. That's just how I view this fight. And I'm just going to remind you guys, it comes on at 1:45 PST. Do not forget, 1:45 is an awkward time for us in America because we're used to having fights at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern. But I just want you guys to know it's going live at 1:45, and HBO is free this weekend, HBO preview weekend. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. And let me know what you guys think. I know this is not as detailed as some of my other predictions, but I got Klitschko winning, and if I would pick Klitschko to win late in the fight. I see Tyson Fury after the 6th round getting completely exasperated, and so Klitschko will be exasperated, but I expect him to stay behind that jab. And the one thing Emmanuel Stewart taught Klitschko is 2 important things as a big and long heavyweight. 1, keep your distance, and 2, when you come in contact with the person, because you're 6'7", you lean on the guy. Now, this will be probably the second fight in Klitschko's history where he can't physically lean on a guy. So 2 of his strongest attributes is 1, keeping distance behind the jab, and 2, leaning on you because you're 6'7", and that wears on you. He got a point taken away against Jennings in the last fight. So So that's actually one of his keys to victory is the leaning part and two, keeping the distance, stand behind the jab. So, but I'm going with Klitschko, although he's taller than Klitschko. I'm going with Klitschko to stay behind the jab, and I don't think he can keep it as easy as he used to do because he's older in age. He's in his late 30s, but I got Klitschko winning, and I love the cinematography of the if they're fighting at the O2 arena. I'm not sure where they're fighting, but how the canvas is white and it's all black. You don't see the crowd. I like that cinematography. So I like that shot. But HBO is doing the fight, so I'm interested to see will they mention Anthony Joshua's name, or how much will they mention Anthony Joshua's name, because I genuinely think he's the next coming in the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua is the fight. I don't think Klitschko and Wilder is the fight. Although Americans wants that Apollo Creed type of movie or that Rocky type of ending, but I think Anthony Joshua and Wilder is the fight that that will be coming up on the horizon. And I expect Deontay Wilder to wait Klitschko out because he's older. You don't really have to. You let other people take cracks at him. You know what I mean? You go fight Povetkin. You go fight maybe the winner of, if Ortiz wins or Jennings wins, you take the winner of that fight and you just keep it going. But he has to, after this January fight, he has to take a step up fight because he's had 3 fights to defend his championship, and we expect him. So let me know what you guys think. Barbershop Conversations. I'm going with Klitschko just because of the streak. I'm not going against a streak. I'm not betting because just think how many people bet. Remember the regular season game when a few years ago when the New England Patriots were undefeated and they had to re-televise that game because they were going for 16-0. You know how many people? The Giants is my favorite team in football. I did not bet the Giants that game. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I didn't bet the Giants in Week 17 against the New England Patriots. I bet the New England Patriots just because they find ways to win, you know? And the Giants ended up beating them in the Super Bowl that year, which was pretty ironic. But Barbershop Conversations, appreciate you guys' support. I'm not going against the streak. And 2, Klitschko will not be able to lean on him as one of his key assets. That's one of his big keys to victory that Emmanuel Stewart taught him. So Barbershop Conversation, appreciate you guys' support. HBO is free, 1:45 PST, 4:45 EST. And you guys will see me after the post fight. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.